Finally, we have the ultimate nose contour video for you. This is the ultimate video. You literally do not need to go and view any other nose contour video because this is going to show you how to contour, what those two different colors mean, how to get a soft finish so that you don't look like you've drawn lines all over your face, and it's going to explain everything thoroughly to you, and it doesn't even take too long. So stay tuned. I'm very excited about sharing with you the ultimate nose contour today because I have done several other videos in the past which cover nose contouring, but they've always been like either like the easiest one, like the quickest one to do, or how to do it with cream, or how to do it with powder contour, or how to just generally like do the tip. And this one is the ultimate nose contour video. This is literally everything you need to know. It is explaining it fully for you guys. This is like honestly the ultimate video because everything you need to know is going to be in this video. So let's get started. Now I am going to be using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I want to show you the colors because let me just show you here. This one here is Cocoa. That's the color. I'm going to place it here, right? And this one here is Chantilly. Now I want you to see how much darker that is to my skin tone, significantly darker. I'm trying to make sure it's not got any kind of reflection on it so it makes it look lighter. And then this one obviously is significantly lighter than my skin tone. Now honestly, analyze that guys, seriously analyze it because I have had quite a few questions from you guys. I'm just gonna hold it here because I want you guys to really see. I have had so many questions from you guys asking me about what shade concealer you should be if you want to contour, like what dark shade should you be and what light shade should you be? And honestly, I can't tell you. Guys, I can't tell you. Unless I'm face to face with you, standing literally in Sephora with every brand around us, I cannot tell you. Because firstly, every brand has a different kind of, they have so many different shades. Like one brand will have 30 shades of concealer, the other brand will have 10 shades of concealer or 15. So like if I say 5 shades darker than your skin tone, it's going to be different based on each brand. Or if I say 5 shades lighter, it's going to be different with each brand. So it really is difficult for me to tell. So please don't think that I ignore your messages because I honestly don't. It's just that there are certain questions that I get I honestly cannot answer because it is impossible to tell you what shade you should be. Just because you've given me your MAC Studio Fix shade, it doesn't tell me what shade you should be because I don't know your undertone. I don't know, like there's so many other factors involved. So it's really difficult for me to do that. So I just want to show you based on my skin tone, what the dark shade is compared to my skin tone and what the light shade is. I could actually go darker, that would be fine for me, but this is around the right amount of lightness, right? So I really wanted you guys to see that so you understand, you know, how it should be for you. So although you may not be the same skin tone as me, it gives you an idea of how much lighter I've gone and how much darker I've gone, right? So therefore you should be able to tell that yourself as well. Honestly, when it comes to makeup and figuring out your shades, whether it is for contour, concealer, or foundation, it really is about you figuring it out and figuring out your skin color. Like you have to understand your skin tone. There's no point someone telling you. It is so much better if you understand it. So it's really about going back to basics, like understanding what is my skin tone, like what is gonna actually look good on me? How does contouring work? Because then if I understand contouring and I understand the basic principles of it, then it'll be much easier for me to figure out what shades I should go for. I could tell you day in, day out what color you should be. Ultimately, you are gonna get even better at makeup and makeup application and contouring and all those kind of things once you understand the fundamental basics of it. Let's get started. Now with this nose contour, what I really wanna start with is a clean nose. I have no foundation, no makeup on my nose. As you can see, you can probably see a little bit of redness and my freckles that are coming through, well, that are there, not coming through because I have no foundation on my nose. Everywhere else I do. But this is where what I really want to do is show you how you can contour your nose. Now, I understand that some people contour before their foundation, such as me, because I do that quite a lot, and some people contour after their foundation. I would always recommend, especially your nose contouring, to do it before you apply your foundation. Firstly, what I want to do is explain to you how this works, because again, there's no point you doing this if you don't understand how these colors work. So we have a dark shade and we have a light shade. What is that dark shade gonna do? That dark shade is gonna help to manipulate the shape of wherever you are working. So it's going to help to create shadow. It's going to help to create the illusion of a different shape. Now, the nose area is very different to other areas on the face because it does kind of come out, right? So because it comes out, your nose comes out, it's harder for you to actually contour. So don't think it's just you that maybe finds it difficult to contour the nose. It's actually a common issue that people have because you're not working on a flat surface area. Although our face generally, like other than the nose, is actually still kind of, there's shape to it. It's not fully flat. It's not as kind of like, it doesn't come out as much than the nose, basically. So that was really weird the way I described it, but basically you've got no area on the face which kind of like comes out as much as what the nose does. So when you are applying your contour, it's always difficult. Like you intend to do a certain shape and for some reason it comes out really wrong and really different. And I'm going to explain to you why in a second. And it's all to do with the shape of the nose and your pressure and your angle of holding your brush or your concealer stick, whatever you're using. Some of you may be thinking right now, what about like contour products? Like, do I not use those? You can use contour products if you like. If you prefer to use cream contours, like products that are specifically made, like has the name contour stick or contour cream, whatever, you can do that. Honestly, it's not going to make a difference whether you use that or a concealer. I would not go out and waste your money on a contour product when you can very easily just use concealers. And the reason for that is because I feel like if you pick your shades of contour from concealers, you have much more of a wider choice, right? When it comes to contours, the brands tend to kind of decide for you what your contour shade should be. Like if you are fair, medium, tan, dark, they'll just decide what your contour should be. And the thing is, I just feel like you could be anything. You could be, you're not necessarily going to always kind of fall into those categories and find your perfect shade there. So personally, I think using or trying concealers would be much better for you. But anyway, the dark shade, like I said, it helps to manipulate features. It helps to change the shape of your nose. It helps to create shadows. And you can really kind of like just create more kind of shape there with the dark shade. With the light shade, that's going to help to enhance certain areas. So that's really going to help to kind of either make the surface area look bigger wherever you've applied it, because when the light bounces off the like a much lighter, close to white color, it actually makes the surface area look bigger. Whereas black, it's like, okay, the easiest way to tell you guys, you know when you wear black and you're like, okay, I look slimmer when I'm wearing black. It's the same thing with the dark contour. And when you wear white, you always feel like you look a little bit bigger. It's a similar kind of context, right? The light bounces off of white, it makes the area look bigger. It bounces off of black. Well, it doesn't actually bounce off of black because there's nothing to bounce off of. So it doesn't really do anything there. So the dark shade is going to help to add shadow, manipulate the shape a little bit, and the white shade actually works hand in hand with the dark shade to help kind of enhance the other areas that you really want to enhance. So we're going to get started with the dark shade. And the first thing I want to do is create a line on either side of the bridge of the nose. So very quickly, this area here, right in the middle, down there, is the bridge of the nose. This here is the tip of the nose, and these are your nostrils, okay? So I'm gonna show you the best nose contour technique. Like obviously if you have very different nose shape to me, it is going to be slightly different. But this is if you're not trying to kind of like hide a bump anywhere or like, you know, really kind of like change the shape of a nose drastically, then this is great for you if you don't want to kind of do that. So obviously there's only a certain type that I can show you, which is what I'm showing you now. So I want to go along the side of the bridge of the nose, not on the bridge here. I want to go along the side of the bridge of the nose. But what I want to do is I want to create two parallel lines from here all the way down here, just up until the tip of the nose. But I need both those lines to be parallel to one another, right? And what you will find is when you've made mistakes when you're contouring is what happens, it goes like that, right? It goes wider as you go down. Now, why does that happen? That happens because you are using the same pressure all the way down as if you're kind of drawing on a flat piece of paper, but you're not drawing on a flat piece of paper because your nose comes out. So what you want to do is you want to move your hand with your nose. So as you're gliding down, you want to actually come out a bit. So you want to keep the brush, the same pressure on your nose, but you want to slowly come out as you're going down. And you'll find that that makes it much easier for you to get a parallel line. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here, and I take off the excess off the tip first, by the way, because I don't want a whole load of product. Don't draw all the way down when you first start. Just kind of do small movements. There you go. We've got one line there, right? Now my nose, actually, you might not be able to tell, but my nose goes a little bit towards that way. It's just a little bit like that. You might not be able to notice yourself. So I always make sure that I kind of like keep this line really straight here. If you feel like you're getting value from this video, then please do hit the thumbs up button because it's really going to help my channel out. If you want to see more videos like this, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also that bell button so that you're notified every time a new video drops. I am on all of the social media platforms listed below, and links to these can be found in my description box below, along with some amazing discount codes from some of my favorite beauty brands. Thanks so much for your support. Now let's get back to this video. Okay. Now, I want to keep the width the same, right? All the way down this line. I don't want it to be bigger. I want it to be parallel. See how those two lines there now are parallel? That's the first section done. That's going to help to slim the bridge of the nose. Now, the next section that I want to do is the tip of my nose. And this is where I want to make the tip look smaller. So if you have a bulbous nose, this is great for it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually create a V. Now, what I want to do is make sure it doesn't touch the nostrils, like as in this area here. I want to really create that V here. However big the tip of your nose is, your V shape is going to actually dictate how much smaller you make it look. Don't make it look too small because it's just going to look weird, but you want to kind of like create a nice little, there you go. See that little V there? Now, you have other things that you can do with the nose. You don't have to do these next couple of steps, but it is the ultimate nose contour. Now, next up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna enhance the actual kind of like nostril area here. That little line that you get there, some people have it, some people don't. I don't really have much of it on this side, but I do have a little bit of an indent there. So I like to do that because it just kind of like, just shapes the nose a little bit better as well. Just do a little line there. And a little line there. There you go. Like I said, you don't have to do that bit. Now, next up, what I want to do is do a little line here, and it's going to cut off that tip. I like doing that because it kind of makes my nose look like a little button nose, and I actually like that, but you don't have to do that. So that is the dark shade fully done. When it comes to blending this, we're gonna blend this before we apply the light shade, and there's a reason for that, because if you start applying everything together and then you go to blend, everything's just gonna get mixed up together and it's not gonna have the full effect. So I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush. Now this shade here, I am gonna just drag down the side of the nose, so it doesn't look like a line there now. Now it just looks like it's kind of like just blended in. And then here I'm going to do the same, right? So that's nicely blended there. Next, I'm going to do this little V. You want to keep this in the same place. You just want to kind of soften the edges. So don't try and move it around too much. Next, that little bit there, we're going to keep that again in the same place. Don't want to blend it around. It needs to look just kind of blurred. The edges need to look blurred. Now, same thing with this. Don't start blending it around everywhere because you're just going to get a muddy nose. You want to make sure these lines stay where you have applied them. They don't spread out. Next, we are going to use the light shade. This is where we're going to enhance the shape of the nose now. So these are the areas that I really want to bring out, and they're going to like actually complement the dark areas that we've done. So first off, we are going to be applying this light shade down the nose. You don't have to apply it all the way down, right? Just a little line on the actual bridge of the nose. Now this bit here is where we're going to actually do a little line, and it's right where we didn't apply any darkness. It's like on the tip. That's the only place we're going to apply it. Now what does that do? This is going to actually enhance the bridge of the nose, right? Because we're not trying to make it look wider. If this line that you've applied is very thick, it's going to make the nose look thick. So what we want to do is keep it quite thin because we want the whole nose to look a little bit slimmer, get a nice button effect, and just generally like enhance it. And then this area here is going to help to just enhance that button shape so it doesn't all look so dark, you know, because otherwise it's just going to look muddy, just going to look a bit dark. and not really kind of like, there's nothing else going on. I have seen sometimes people on kind of TV and stuff like where they've kind of contoured the nose and it just looks like a dark stripe all the way down the middle of the nose. And it's probably because they've used the dark shade, but they haven't actually used the light shade. There's a reason back in the day we started contouring with a light and a dark shade. There's a reason for that. It's because they complement one another, and I would always say that use both of them. Even if you use the light shade in a minimal amount compared to the dark amount, it still makes a huge difference. So I'm going to use a Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush. This is a different one because I don't like to mix colors together, and I am just going to kind of buff this in so that it stays with the same shape, but it just, again, the same way as the dark shade, it just softens it. So I'm actually gonna just kind of like gonna pat this because I actually don't want to drag it anywhere else. It's very easy to make that look thicker by pressing too hard, so try not to do that. So this bit here, again, want to keep it exactly the same, but we just want to buff the edges. You could use your finger for this, to be honest. It's probably better. There you go. That's done. Can you see everything that we've applied is actually still in the same place and still the same thickness, but it's just buffed in. It's not so obvious. Big reason why you should apply foundation on top, right? Hopefully you can see now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get super light coverage foundation. I'm just getting my NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and I've got some on the back of my hand, getting my sponge. And I'm now going to pat on top. But I've got the smallest amount. Honestly, not a lot. There's no point using a medium or full coverage foundation because honestly, it's just going to cover everything up. So can you see how we have covered it up with a thin, like a very light layer of foundation, so not much coverage, but it's still coming through. That nose contour is like a soft focus effect. So there you go. You can finish off with a bit of powder, which I'm just going to use my Makeup Forever one. Just dust it on top. There you go. Your nose is contoured. It doesn't look like you've got stripes everywhere. It is literally the perfect nose contouring. The ultimate nose contouring that will not look obvious, yet it still looks like my tip is smaller, my bridge of my nose is nicely defined, and anywhere you look, no matter what angle, it does not look like I've got stripes down the nose because it looks awful when you have that. I really do hope that you've enjoyed that. I hope that's been a nice little kind of like nose contour session for you, and I hope that it has shown you that there are so many clever ways to apply your makeup and get the same result, but for it to not look heavy, cakey, or like you've drawn lines everywhere on your face. And most of all, I really do hope you've understood and seen how much of a difference it makes when you do your contour underneath foundation. It is not the way forward doing contour on top of foundation, trust me. Unless you are a pro, it can end up looking extremely muddy and just doesn't give you that really nice soft focus effect. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please do let me know in the comments box below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care, and I'll see you soon.